The key man who showed why he is a future captain, the star who is struggling to connect with his teammates, and why the Gunners are showing a title-winning quality. It was a nervy finish requiring a stunning David Raya save, but Arsenal hung on, just about. 3 points in the bag and top spot regained hours after Manchester City's victory over Nottingham Forest. Manager Mikel Arteta got his result, along with a number of areas to ponder. But Manchester City's seemingly relentless charge must have them worrying at the Emirates. Winning when not at full capacity is a key ingredient in a potential title-winning side. The churned-out victories against Wolves and Everton in recent weeks had reflected that element in an Arsenal squad who are nearing the campaign's halfway mark, having strung together 3 consecutive Premier League victories after their loss to Aston Villa. Though operating below 100%, especially with injuries biting, can only go so far. That won't be enough every time. Arsenal showed a quality of title winners as the depleted Gunners ground out a vital win. It was important for the Gunners this afternoon to get back towards their best, with matches against Villa and Liverpool coming up fast. Martin Odegaard's early goal on 14 minutes helped set the tone. From there, the North London club were all over the Seagulls in the first half. Yet, as has happened in a number of games already this season, Arsenal conceded a goal, and their nerves seriously jangled. Once Diego Gomez's strike hit the net on 64 minutes, the crowd got anxious and so did the players. You could feel it. Their play became panicky, and Brighton did their utmost to capitalise on this. Once the ball got close to the area, Mikel Arteta's side often lost composure. Opposition teams know that, if they can hang in there long enough, they hold a chance of getting a point or 3 against a club who aren't being ruthless enough in front of goal. It's a theme reflected in the stats, the Gunners having only scored 1 goal from an expected goals ratio of 9.23 in their last 4 games, excluding penalties. It's 4 opposition own goals in the last 3 matches across all competitions that have gone a long way to Arsenal picking up victories. That is not sustainable. The North London club ended up needing an excellent David Raya save to deny Yankub a Minter strike and secure the 3 points. Arteta admitted afterwards, "We were a big threat, so very pleased with all of that, but the margin should have been much bigger. I mean the amount of situations, chances, open chances that we generated through the game. It should never be 2-1. But that's the Premier League. I think the first shot that they had, they scored the goal, and then David Raya has to make another save to maintain the result. Going forward, Arteta's men need to capitalise more in matches when they are on top via scoring. Otherwise, these nervy passages of play will bite them in future. It's only a matter of time if not addressed quickly. Jurrien Timber was injured, which left a guessing game as to who would slot in at right back. Declan Rice put in a superb display as a makeshift right back following an injury to Jurrien Timber. And then matters became even more confusing 15 minutes before kick-off, with Miles Lewis-Skelly replacing Ricardo Calafiori because of an issue he picked up in the warm-up. The focus this season has been on Rice's impact in the final third, having been freed up more because of the increased protection Zubimendi affords in front of the backline. The England man has shown his attacking qualities thus far, yet this afternoon at full-back further highlighted the other parts to his game. His positioning at right back, an area of the pitch far from his usual domain, was mostly spot on. The ability to switch between different positions at ease is not to be sniffed. Rice made it look effortless. He put in well-timed challenges. His last-ditch sliding tackle to dispossess Maxim de Kuiper on 41 minutes, drawing a loud ovation. There was also an effort to contribute in the middle with attacking passes forward. A noticeable aspect was the vocalness of Rice, arguably influenced by his close proximity to Mikel Arteta on the touchline. It was captain-like in nature as he barked out instructions and kept tabs on the positionings of teammates. If Odegaard was not wearing the captain's armband, you would assume Rice was leading the ship. Captaincy for Rice surely beckons in the future. The frustration after just 2 minutes could be heard and felt all around the Emirates. Leandro Trossard's looping aerial ball forward had trickled past Lewis Dunk to Victor Gyökeres. What followed was poor to say the least, the Swede almost passing the ball to Verbruggen in a weak shot straight at him. He had the time and still capitulated. There was a good run on the stroke of half-time, which drew a rash tackle from Verbruggen, well outside his area. He also pressured the backline with his physicality and peeling runs towards the channels. Though the striker needs to be more a presence in front of goal, that is what he is in the team for. It was interesting to see his lack of connection with Bukayo Saka. Even when Gyökeres was the obvious option to pass to, Saka often went alone down the wing or looked to pass in a different area. Whether it's a lack of faith in passing to the Swede, or a misunderstanding in positionings, it reflects how Gyökeres is still not fully embedded into this team. Arteta can only hope the lack of connection in general between Gyökeres and teammates is rectified and fast. He's nearly back, all right. The touch, lay-off and curling strike to beat Bart Verbruggen at his near post was a reminder of the Odegaard of old. Arsenal 2-1 Brighton. Gunners benefit from another own goal as Mikel Arteta's side survive scare. The Norwegian showed signs of this kind of flair and second half against Everton last weekend and picked up where he left off. As well as the goal to open the scoring, the Arsenal captain dictated his side's tempo from the middle. He played a number of passes to break the lines and get his teammates in attacking positions. It's that aptitude which adds much to the Gunners' midfield. It wasn't the complete performance, his joy more limited in the second period, but enough there to show how much he can bring to this Arsenal side. Arteta will be hoping for even more from his talisman in the coming weeks.